is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us. March 1st.
That's right. New month.
Holy cow.
New month coming
March
at us.
1st.
That's right.
We get the Dow up 170, NASDAQ up 49, S&P's up 20, gold contract down $4.40, trading at $13.11 an ounce. Gold already rejected lower price, folks. Going to have lighter volume. Went into the strength. Guess what? Friday, volatility. We're going to have it out here. You get the silver market down 14 cents, $15.39 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 26 cents, $57.49 a barrel. Notes and bonds, you get the 10-year note down 8 ticks, 121.23, 30-year off 16, 143.31. Now they're both testing, I suspect, the swing lows, and we have moved contracts, but the bottom TYM. Let's take a look at this because this is going to be important. The notes and bonds haven't broken. Oh, okay, we're still not there. Okay, so the swing point is 121.10, and we got to 121.21, and the 10. Let's take a look at the 30. I think that got closest to the swing. So that's down 15. No, I don't want
USM.
Yeah, USM. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so 144. And
we're close.
Yeah, this did 143.23.
We got that.
It didn't break it.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, so 140.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting watching this today, man.
Yeah.
You know, because we haven't broke. It's been a long period of time going sideways. King dollar just gave it up. It's gonna be interesting watching this thing shake out today. DXH. Probably going to DXM, huh? That's interesting.
Could just go spot or DX1.
Yeah.
Okay.
The difference is I can't get the
volume.
Yeah. Okay, so it's giving it up intraday, and whatever numbers just come out, that's what just pushed this down.
Yeah, you had some manufacturing, I believe.
Yeah. So you can expect some volatility out here. Now, what we got yesterday, which is really cool, is it's really subtle, but we got an expansion of volume as we went lower. We take a look at this. Where do you see this, folks? Okay, this is always intriguing to me as to how the subtle move is actually happening. 1.3 billion shares on the NYSE. We go.
Yeah, I have to put end of the month though. That's.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you went to lower price. Okay, that's.
I'm just adding to the conversation here.
I understand.
Okay.
The NASDAQ 2.6 billion. So what you have here is that the subtleness of it is that you get downward volume. He hardly moved. Now, the confirmation would be that today's window dressing, beginning of it, and what you'd be looking for, if you think this market's going lower, is that you're looking for, number one, you're not going to hold on price, and number two, your volume contracts. Because then what that sets up is that the market itself was just pushing out shares yesterday, saying, you know, I'm going to clean this balance sheet up. I'm going to clean my portfolio up. Gold contract out here, what we did with the gold contract, GCJ, right? Yeah. So gold contract gets down to 1305, rejects lower price, and what it did, folks, is get into this the 25th of January. That's 1309.30, and that was a nice sign of strength. So we'll see how this baby shakes out by the end of the day. And the pound. Okay, so the pound rejected 132.19. You're at 132.75, and the euro is trying to peek its head up once again too. Let's go look at the yen. JPY. Yeah, look at that. The yen got some traction last night, so I'm surprised that gold's really not getting smoked, because when that yen gets that weak, bottom line is that that gold can get out pretty quick. Your favorite guy, Tesla.
Mine, not so much. I don't know. That's not true at all.
I'm really kidding. This is pretty intense, actually. What happened last night, folks, he came out at 5 o'clock. Well, he actually came out at about 10 minutes of 5, because I was still on the air.
Okay.
And they have the Model 3 going, and the stock was only down $2 at that point.
The key being the Model 3 at 35,000.
Right, yeah. Right. And then this morning, no, last night, I guess, at the, he was on the phone with the press. He was doing an interview, or a call, and he said that they're coming in with a loss in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they're closing all their stores.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to close it at the mall.
That would be part of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it said he's going to leave some of them open, but meaning the malls. That's what he said. But bottom line is that, yeah, there's a contraction there, big time. I think the real key is going to be, and it is, where are you going to get these cars fixed?
Okay.
You know, that's one of the big problems out here, no doubt. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. So let's see, you get, well, that's a biotech. We got the Gap. The Gap's up 450. They're going to split that market, the Gap off with Old Navy.
Yeah, they're spinning off Old Navy.
Yep. You got Bank of America up 49 cents. You got Micron up 75. Oh, look at Tesla. Tesla's down 24. Square's off 2. You get inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness. So the strength is JD.com, that's up 5%. C-Trip's up 3%. You get Tesla down 7.5%. Walgreens is down 4%. You got American Airlines off 2.6%, and Workday is down 2.4%. What you have out here in the Asian markets, watch this, folks. This is pretty amazing, actually. If you go over to the, we have, so look at this expansion. This expansion is pretty wild. Whoops. Look at this, man. So since January 4th, you're at 29.35, and you're at 37.49 right now.
Yeah.
And what's going on out here is this, is that look at this, man. Talk about a total, this is pretty amazing, actually. So that's 2018, the beginning of 2018. And the matter of 7 weeks, you just did, look at that, almost a 50% retracement.
Yeah.
So what's going on out here in China, folks, is that the MCIC, which is another index, it's an index, right? They have put a lot of those stocks that are in that exchange in that indice, and it's going to be coming in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So what's going to happen then is passive buying, that all those money managers have to buy it. But that's an expansion like beyond belief.
Sure,
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So, what else we got happening?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what do we have happening?
Ruby wants to look at the 30-year bond. Yeah, the 30-year bond hasn't broken the swing point yet. So that's still in an uptrend. That's how this shakes out. Stay there, right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 141, NASDAQ up 41, S&P's up 17.5. Come right back.
The TAS Profile Scanner is the most revolutionary piece of trading software that you will ever try. Wouldn't you like to approach the markets with confidence? As you begin your trading day, it's likely that you'll be faced with lots of decisions. In order to make the best decision, the first thing you'll need is a strategy that will help you minimize your risks. Whether we're in a bull or bear market, a good strategy is to have the tools needed to help you scan and analyze the markets before you trade. The Taz Profile Scanner instantly scans and filters over 2,500 global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, president of Taz Market Profile, the Taz Profile Scanner understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications, automated trading algorithms, and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. Whether you're looking at the trade matrix, the ETF heat grid, the market breadth, the landscape charts, or the many other features of the Taz Profile Scanner, this is a piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the markets and set up your trades. The team at Taz has even put together a 12-part video series to walk you through every aspect of the Taz Profile Scanner, which you can find directly on the Taz order page at TFNN.com. Sign up now for only $97 a month with a risk-free 30-day trial, so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. See for yourself how you can harness the full power of the Taz Profile Scanner by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services section. Remember, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Don't let another day pass you by without trying out this amazing piece of software that will revolutionize how you look at the market and how you place trades. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 130. S&P's up 30, up 15. Nasdaq up 39 from the highs out here. We get that spike in the morning, but bottom line, it sold right down.
Yeah, a little bit.
How about the? Is it Harper that got the $330 million contract?
Yeah, I believe
with the Phillies?
Bryce Harper, right? Is it Harper?
Yeah,
yeah.
Pretty incredible, right?
Yes, incredible. 13 years at the age of 26, being an MVP. Quite a number for sure. It's just amazing. I think the more amazing thing is how many years that they tie these people, the baseball players.
Yeah, and what's really cool about his is that bottom line is that there's a no trade deal in the whole in that contract.
And there's no opt out, so it really means that he's in there for the long haul. Now, what's interesting to put in that is, so he plays for the Nationals right now. They had offered him $300 million for 10 years.
Okay.
But what they did is they deferred part of that contract. So even after the 10 years, they were going to pay him for like 30 years. And that's what baseball can do. They can just say, like, listen, well, we're going to pay you like $2 million a year for the next 50 years for the last $100 million.
Right.
And it was so absurdly deferred, I guess, that, well, number one, Bryce Harper didn't want it because the value of $2 million in 40 years or whatever, it literally was going to pay him until he was almost 60. Might have been over. And it kind of freaked out Major League Baseball because that's not a good sign. That's decreased value. As in, you know, you start paying people until they're like 60. Why don't you pay them right now, right? You know,
no, totally.
So anyway, pretty,
That's wild, man.
Quite a number. I said, football players, man, they just must collapse in grief when they hear these 13 years guaranteed, $330 million.
The football is still year to year, right?
Yeah. Now you can have guaranteed money in football, but you got to be like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers to get anything I don't know what the percentage is. I bet 90 to 95% of the money paid out in football, you can be cut at any time. Nothing's guaranteed, right?
That's intense,
and that's why you see those football players, to be fair, that's why you see them hold out. Because owners have the ability to end the contract.
Right.
But when the players want to end the contract and get a new one, they don't have the right to, right? So if the player overperforms, the owner says, you have a contract, you have to pay for what you did.
Right.
If the player underperforms, the owner says you're gone. Right. So that's why players should hold out, man, especially in those young days. You saw,
especially because you can get hurt in 2 seconds
you saw Pittsburgh Steelers fans, man. Le'Veon Bell, he held out the whole year. I was telling you about this. Remember at the beginning of the season, he's 26, he has 1 year left on Pittsburgh. They weren't going to re-sign him again, and he knew that they were just going to use him endlessly, because if you deteriorate him, so what, he's gone. And he's smartfully so, I think, and he said, you know what, I don't need to take...
He's a free agent now? Is that what's going to happen next year?
He's trying to figure out where he's going to end up still right now. But he ended up, he gave up the whole year being 26 years old, because he said, no way, man, I'm not playing for your $25 million one-year deal, because I'm worth, you know, $70 million at least guaranteed right now or something, which... You compare it to $330 for Bryce Harper, right? You know, I mean, it's not a lot to be a running back in the NFL and say, I'm not playing for 1 year, because that 1 year could be the end of my career. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at that Dow Industrials. Dow's taking quite a hit, folks. I mean, it just came back 50%. So we were up at 26,143, and it just gave up, you know, 134 points. So let's see what's inside of that Dow. So putting juice into it, you get United Health. Now, that's been the dog the last 3 days, so that's a dead cat bounce. You got Goldman putting 18 points, Boeing putting 14, CVS putting, CVX, okay? Yeah, that's Chevron, putting 8, IBM putting 7. Now, taking away from it, you got Walgreens taking 19 away from it. We got Home Depot taking 10. Nothing heavy, really.
No,
Yeah, and that's quite a pullback, though, that something is selling something inside of it.
I think it was that factory gauge that started this. Let's pull it up. Why not, if we can? Because that was kind of what that's what did the dollar as well, right at 10 o'clock.
Right.
You had factory gauge falling to a 2-year low. So the Institute for Supply Management fell to ISM, 54.2 from 56.6. Let's see, Bloomberg survey looking for even 55.8, so quite a miss. It extends declines from a 14-year high just 6 months earlier, as in quite a reversal over the 6 months, as we've seen in the markets. Lots changed over 6 months. Adds to the signals the economy may be poised to lose momentum this year amid slower growth. It also contrasts with Thursday's report showing strength in business investment, helped by that push fourth quarter economic growth to that GDP 2.6 number. So that's that was right at 10 o'clock, and that's where you did kind of right as I came on the air for the update. That was kind of near those highs, and you started to see it sell it off.
And you know the momentum. So anything over 50, you know, is that you are growing in that ISM. But bottom line is that once you move the other way, guess what?
And I was just going to jump to literally illustrate. There's your 10 o'clock bar. There's the gap, right? I mean, you get that number right at 10 o'clock, and we're basically sitting at highs, so that is the driver right now. And looking at that March contract, we're under 26. NASDAQ 100, almost 40 points now from where we were at the high. And S&Ps, what was the high? 2807. We're now 12 S&P points.
And that's, you know, for Friday at 10:24 in the morning, folks, that is quite a move. There's no doubt about that, because if you have a total failure, you know, I suspect you're going to have here, if we look at the SPY for a second, you know, you got to a higher price. We got the SPY got to a 280.88 rather. The high there is 281. The high there is 280.30. Okay, so we got over Tuesday's high, and then we'll see where we end up closing today. But if you get a failure out here, that's, you know, bottom line. You know, this market, it's that
right there.
October 10th, man. That's, if you want to see a supply line, folks, that's a supply line, particularly because it already made it through. It used all its energy to try to get through the 11th, which it did. You know, but you can, just like, you know, I always do it like a marathon, right? You're running, running, you've done so well, and then all of a sudden, at the end of 26 miles, you say, oh, you only got 5 more miles to go. And it's up a hill. And it's Heartbreak Hill, where Basil lives in Newton.
There you go.
That's right where he is, Heartbreak Hill. It's called Hot Brick Hill, folks, because that hill is a monster.
Because it can break some hearts.
Oh, it does, man.
And you know, they're talking about in the den. I didn't bring it up. So Bobby Bonilla, huge baseball player in the 80s, 90s, right?
Okay.
He signed a deal with the Mets for deferred income.
Yeah.
Last time he played, I think, was 1999. This is getting talked about a lot with all of what I just talked about, the Bryce Harper deal. And Bryce Harper just signed a 13-year deal.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to go, what's 13 years from now? It's scary. It's 2032. Yeah. Okay. And Bobby Bonilla is still going to be getting paid 3 years after that deal to 2035. He gets $1 million a year. They call it Bobby Bonilla Day. And he hasn't played since 1999, and he's getting paid till 2035. And you want to really hear how this goes? So the Mets, the owners of the Mets, I forget the name, huge Bernie Madoff investors. So they love the fact that they could pull 12 to 16%. So they said, why would we not defer all the income we can? Because we put our money into Bernie Madoff. Oh my God. He gives us 12 to 16%. We pay out the money in 35 years, and that money is only getting amortized at X%. It's amazing how like things get intertwined, but that's why they love deferred contracts if they could get them, because they thought they had a gold mine, and they probably knew something nefarious to be. You know, isn't that ridiculous how that ties in?
If they were, stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. Dow's up 100, Nasdaq 27, S&P's up 12.5. We'll come right back. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 90, Nasdaq up 28, S&P's up 12. Yeah, so if we take a look at the Mets, right?
Yeah, so you were going to talk about maybe that they were still liable,
yeah.
the feeder or whatever, but so they had made a deal, just really, it was a public relations nightmare, of course, that they were, you know, making money off this scandal. And so they had made a deal, and it was somewhere between the tune of whether it was, they literally signed on for a max of $162 million, but that number could have been reduced as the trustee tried to, you know, get back money from to recover, you know, part of the billions lost. And to date, the recovery, excuse me, have winnowed that to $61 million, and this is an article from 16 or 17.
They must be happy about that.
Yeah, and
162 to 61.
Right,
yeah.
no, for sure. So quite a story and how everything intertwined. So Barry Bonilla collecting his $1 million checks every year till 2035. Hasn't played since '99. That's why I say a football. Tell me a football player that's collected $1 million checks 36 years after they played, right?
And that's
Baseball
the risk
players,
about deferred compensation, because if they didn't have that money and they went BK. Guess what?
Yeah, but I don't think the Mets are going to go BK. They'd have to sell it. To be fair,
they won't now. Yeah.
No, I don't think they would have either way. The Major League Baseball.
Because it was personal versus the Mets. Yeah, I got it. Right.
Sorry, I'm not getting even what you're.
Well, it wasn't the Mets that owed that money. It was the two owners that owed that money.
No, it's the Mets that owe that money. But Major League Baseball would have to go under. Major League Baseball doesn't let clubs go bankrupt. Do you understand? That's they would force a sale, as opposed to letting a club go bankrupt. So Major League Baseball would pretty much have to crumble. But hey, you go 36 years out, man. Anything can happen in that regard. But you know, but you're right. Deferred anything, man. Somebody's the one guaranteeing that. You better make sure who it is.
What's Foot Locker? Oh, what's
FL.
FL. So. Well, I guess we're buying sneakers again, folks.
I guess so. I'm not buying them at Foot Locker, but somebody is.
So the low for the is 38, the high is 68. That's today.
The big number that we were just, wow, look at the pullback too. Fourth quarter, same store sales, 9.7%. The expectation was 4.6. 10% comp sales, right? There it is, fourth quarter comp sales, 9.7, man. That is amazing. A number. I said, were they not selling any shoes last year? They must, I mean, what was going on?
Look at the sales. I mean, that's $2.27 billion.
Yeah. They got a lot of stores, though. That one doesn't shock me as much as this one, for sure. You know, I mean, they're talk about a well-known. Everybody knows Foot Locker, right?
Right.
And not to say you're only doing $2 billion, but you know, some of those shoes, man, they're $200, $250 a pop, and you got floor. You know, they have stores in almost every mall in America, I'm sure. Foot Locker.
Well,
right?
Here, it says during the fourth quarter, they opened an additional 11 new stores, remodeled or relocated 30 street stores, closed 56.
Okay.
They're not telling us how many they have, but I'm sure it's thousands.
Yeah, I mean, so they have the CEO maintaining our focus, differentiated experiences to youth culture, and to continue to elevate financial performance by generating mid-single-digit comp sales. Yeah.
Not bad. I guess they've ground everyone else down.
Yeah, you know? I don't know how to make sense of that one fundamentally. That one's a little, I mean, I guess shoes is one of those still. You got to try them on, right? They're tough.
That's right. That's
just kind of like this. So they have a good floor print in terms of being a necessary part of that environment in retail. But I feel like they were a necessary part a year ago too, right? So what were they doing that?
And those stores are fun. I mean, I
do. Right.
It seems like
especially as a kid, you think you walking in a locker room, right?
Even as an adult, I like the idea. You walk in there, they're all young people. They seem to be really right on top. But hey, what's going on? How you doing?
They want that sale.
Exactly. But you know, there's plenty of stores you go in that they don't give you that type of service.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree for sure.
So, you know, and they get you cooking pretty quick. You know. So this Dow, folks, the Dow's the weak link out here today. It's going to be interesting watching this thing shake out and see if the Dow is going to drag that S&P down. You're at 74 right now in the Dow. You know, we're up, what, 220? Something like that. XAU, HUI. Here, let's do the GDX first. So this is going to be a classic, man. I mean, now the question's going to be, can these golds get strength now? You know, what we've done here, the GDX, it comes right back to where we broke topside from on the 15th and 16th of 15th and 19th of February, and you're going to have lighter volume here on this pullback. What it's also coming into is the strength that was out there on January 30th.
Okay.
So now the question is going to be, okay, can it go topside once again?
Yeah.
XAU, HUI. In fact, I want to take as long as we had lighter volume yesterday in both of these, that's going to make a big difference too. Let's just see. Okay, so XAU right now, trading 75.59. Okay, 30 million versus 52 versus 41. Yeah, okay. So you had tremendously lighter volume, and that's what you need. That's in the XAU Gold Bugs Index.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is a good setup, man. Oh, this is interesting what's happening with the Gold Bugs Index. This is, so we did 19 million, yeah, versus 36, and versus 30. Yeah, this is sweet. So there were no sellers yesterday. You get underneath that today. It's rejecting lower price. This is a complex ABC up. That's how they're set up. So we'll see as we get into next week. Is the European Union and the UK going to get...
They got their deal or not?
They get the deal. They got the extension. What are they going to have, right?
Yeah. So I just pulled up all four of the currencies basically representing that dollar index. So there's your DXY on the left. Yep. We're getting a little spike positive back, actually, up 100 ticks from that low, because that low is 96.070. But yeah, then your euro, of course, spiking higher. You had the pound trading higher today as well, but pulling this back, a little bit of a pullback there into this morning. I mean, we were approaching 114, I think, and then, of course, your yen, 111.73.
Yeah. The yen is the only one thus far that's not cooperating with the metals market. And let me just go look at the last night in the Nikkei. So... yeah, Nikkei went up, which would make sense because the yen got weaker. You know, oh, let me see. Oh, I hope I get the volume. I'm not sure whether I get the volumes yet on this. Let's see. Yeah, we do. Okay, so 645 going against. Well, it's not. It's that. It's actually an extension of volume. Except the day before we did 737 on the way down, 645 on the way up, and you're going into 168 billion. Yeah, that's still, well, this still could pick its head up again, you know, over this level. But it has lighter volume. Bottom line is that we'll see how that shakes out. It's pretty amazing, though, that correlation inside the yen and the Nikkei is just so direct. Yeah. You know, so direct. We'll go take a look at the, let's go take a look at Franco-Nevada, FNV. So this little baby has been trying to get to highs. Pulls back. Yeah, tremendously lighter volume. These things are still set up pretty good, man. You know, we'll see if they can get up into this 86 area. You can see when we bring this back and put it on a weekly, that February 1st, that was a big deal. It launched over the consolidation, and then said, I'm tired. Yeah. I'm pulling back. Okay. I'm tired. And if you've been in the gold market and metal market for a while, folks, this is a normal occurrence. The problem is that you don't know, when it comes out of left field, and that they really just decided to trash these equities. It doesn't look like it's going to be today, which is a beautiful thing. Dow Industrial's down. Dow Industrial's up 84. Nasdaq up 38. S&P's up 12. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 85, NASDAQ up 37, S&P's up 12.5. We got to go see the king here. Let's go over to Amazon.
Okay.
There's no doubt. I haven't seen that article yet. So Amazon's up $19, trading $16.59, and I believe that, I'm not sure whether they put it in the New York Times or what. Okay, so Amazon friction rises in Virginia as Como wows Bezos to return. So you have I think it's a full-page ad today, signed by quite a few people in New York.
Can I click on this?
Yeah,
so
totally.
they published an open letter. I wanted to see where. Maybe it was just, I'm not sure where it got published. No, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. So you have a bunch of different, right? So you have CEO of Morgan Stanley, MasterCard, former Mayor David Dinkins, among those signing on to the open letter. To Amazon, yeah, of course, urging him to reconsider.
Right.
We'll see. They got a battle, and they have their critics within New York, as we all have seen. So.
Oh yeah.
You know,
my take is they're not coming back. But
I would agree. That's what Amazon already knew that Cuomo wanted them there.
Right.
You know, I mean, this isn't news that the governor and the mayor, de Blasio, wanted them there. So I don't, you know, I get it. They're trying to put some maybe public pressure on the other side, but I don't see it having an impact.
No, I don't either. And you know what they also did, folks? Okay, is that there was another building. We were bringing this up yesterday. There was another building in Seattle. Okay.
Okay.
That Amazon developed. And what ended up happening is that the city council decided they were going to put a large tax on employees that had so many employees.
Companies that had so many employees.
Yeah, so what they did, they beat that part of it down. But what they just did yesterday is that they turned around and says, okay, we're not moving in there either. We're going to lease the place out.
Yes.
I suspect what Amazon's going to do, which would be really smart, is start going into smaller places. You develop. There's plenty of cities that want them. You start developing and bringing jobs in. There's plenty of hubs out here.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
And to be fair, I mean that's the critique of the people that don't want New York, right? I mean they're not against Amazon coming in. They're against giving them $3 billion because they're saying that people are going to come in anyway. We're not going to make that much extra. Now that's to be debated, but just to put it, you know, versus a place like Tampa, it would be well worth $3 billion because of that. Because we don't have companies that are just going to automatically fill space in downtown Tampa. Sometimes you could argue that, listen, that space is going to get filled in downtown
paying those kind of wages.
Correct. Versus New York, for sure. So yeah, they. Oh, come on, lots of. So they're nixing that Seattle plan. I wanted to get the square footage that they had leased in there.
45,000?
No, that's how many employees that they have in the city already. Come on.
The company leased.
There we go. 722,000 square feet, enough for between 3,500 and 5,000 people. And so they're going to release that space.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what you're talking about. Seattle, members of the city council last year proposing that head tax. We heard about that as well, in terms of there's going to be $500 per an employee for companies with annual revenue in the city over 20 million or more. And that would have been 22 million per year. Now, to be fair, 22 million for a year in a city that you employ almost 50,000 people is pretty marginal, you know. The tax would have changed.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, you know, that is.
I think they just figured out that there's a couple that I think they finally just figured out that, hey, listen, they built out Seattle. Now they got to go other places. You know what I mean? Because for how big he wants to be, that's the smartest move. And I would say on the other side of that, Seattle, depending where you are in Seattle, that's. If your growth stops, guess what? That's a problem too.
Sure.
You know, there's a lot to be said on both sides, but. Whatever those cities pick up. Now, Virginia is going to pick up a lot, but Virginia's already making a fortune out of it's so close to D.C.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's a very vibrant area anyway. So I suspect they're going to make out because you get a big tech hub there. They already get that thing going. And, you know, we'll see. Nashville may be someplace that is really going to work out because Nashville's been on the upswing for a long time.
Okay.
They got the music going, they get the real estate going, people are going there, and you get those tech jobs down there, then that's going to be a big deal. You know, I can see plenty of young people that are bright coming out of those schools saying, okay, I can go to Nashville. Here's some great music. I'm going to get a good job.
Definitely.
So
yeah.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. That euro. Let's go take a look at that. Well, no, let's go look at Bitcoin. We never hear of Bitcoin anymore. We'll give it some love today,
okay,
folks.
why not? Let's see if it's done anything. It's up $13 today, 38.16.
Isn't that crazy,
It
man?
is.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't even move. It's as Larry would say, it trades by appointment now.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
That's pretty intense, man.
It is. I mean, it's been that way going back to November last year. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go to Martha Stewart. I brought this up last night. Okay, so
Canopy, right? Is that who she came up with?
Yes.
Who was it?
It was Canopy.
Okay.
But it's going to be her company that went topside.
Can we just check out the fundamental
totally.
to
So
get?
Look at this.
Yeah, so she's taking an advisory role at Canopy Growth. So she's looking forward to working with them. Especially looking forward to collaborating and developing products that can help people and their treasured animal companions.
Right.
And Stewart, animal lover, who co-hosts a cooking show with rapper and well-known pot connoisseur Snoop Dogg. Yeah, so we'll see how that...
Just scroll down. We'll get the company. It's Sequential Brands. I just got to get what the symbol is.
Oh, you went on? There we go.
SQBG. Watch this, folks.
What if I just click on it? I just click. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, SQBG. So... the low for the year is 67 cents. The high is 249.
So even at this price tag, only $110 million market cap.
I know.
I mean, a blip, nothing.
Look at that pop yesterday.
Right.
Pretty sick pop.
Yes.
And what is not even out there is that, you know, is this, let's see, I think it had...
Maybe the second, okay.
I think it had on this one. They did... here it is here. Sequential Brands, which owns Martha... Stewart Media and the media merchandise and brands stock surge in early trading Thursday, although it wasn't clear if the company would be involved in the partnership.
Yeah, I think that's a decent risk-reward bet, as in a company so small that's associated with Martha Stewart that somehow that's going to trickle into that them being involved.
Well, it would seem to me that, the first thing you want to ask is, was this the contract with the company or with you?
Oh, I agree. That should be clear no matter what. But I'm saying, even if it wasn't, I imagine they could get sucked into...
Yeah, because I believe this is
consulting fees or something. You know what I mean? I imagine she's using that company, right? She's using the employees to factor in.
This was used to call Martha Stewart until...
Martha Stewart Living, probably, right?
Yeah, exactly. So she owns 12.5% of it. Do you know what I mean?
That's like... nothing, to be fair. I mean, she is probably worth billions. I don't know. And that's a $12 million investment in this company.
Right. Well, what happened is that when she went to the can,
yes,
she couldn't be an officer anymore. That's what happened.
Sure. No, I'm just stating, though, that it's almost a nothing investment for her in that company, just to put it all out there, too, though. For her net worth, none of it is in that company. Like, literally zero. Like, she has $12 million to her as a zero investment.
She's buying pot farms now.
I guess so. That's probably a good investment in 2019.
It's a good investment in 2019. Dow Industrial's up 85, Nasdaq up 35, S&P's up 12. It's pretty funny that we even can talk about like that.
Snoop Dogg, pot connoisseur, doing business with the elites.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 81, Nasdaq up 34, S&P's up 12. As you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, bottom line is that if you want an outstanding newsletter with a huge amount of education, when you get this newsletter, our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, has really put something together here.
I was just showing you at the break-even how many archive workshops. So Steve did a great workshop, Overcoming Fear in Trading and Investing, Wednesday night. So obviously that archive available to everybody, right? So to get Mastering Probability, newsletters, Mastering Probability, you can sign up You obviously get Steve's awesome newsletter. Comes out every day. He's got a couple issues. He puts one out in the morning usually, one at night, talking about what happened during the trading day.
Yeah.
But you also get access to the archive workshops. Number one, he's got a welcome video in here. So this is the page you gain access to as a subscriber, okay, immediately upon signing up.
Yeah.
He's got the webinar right from Wednesday night he just did, okay?
Right.
But then on top of that, he's got a candlestick webinar he just did a few months back. He's got the oscillator unchanged line, the long short line every trader needs to know about. Now these are all, you can see how long they are, 1 minute and 18 minutes, an hour long here, okay? Another hour long, Tom DeMark setup 9 count, the advanced decline oscillator, and then talking about how to use the black box signals that Steve's always talking about within his newsletter, so you understand what's going on. I encourage people, if you're a subscriber to Mastering Probability, make sure you check out that one. Helps you understand a little bit about what he's talking about, and then his position sizing.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos up there, 6 of them being hardcore workshops that he's done from Wednesday night. So check it out, front page, newsletters, sign up for that, and get a lot of time on the weekend, man. Check out some of those archive workshops.
Totally.
Get ready for March trading, March Madness.
March Madness,
coming at you.
It is coming at you.
It's here.
And coming at you next, folks, we got Fast Market. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Happy March, folks. Let's make it a great one.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.